Hi guys! Come with me to get a new tattoo and prep for said tattoo. First off, I am headed to get a smoothie to get something in my stomach for breakfast, but nothing heavy.
None. I drink my breakfast, so I don't have a heavy breakfast, but I have good substance for said tattoo appointment. And I couldn't sleep very well last night, so there goes a good night's sleep out the window.
I had to pick a Star Wars shirt to wear to the tattoo appointment, of course. The arm before the tattoo. Goodbye, regular skin. New ink is coming. Here is the two different size options I was given for this. I went with the smaller one. Tattoo shop was super chill and relaxed. I love that type of vibe for a tattoo shop. Everyone was super nice. Enjoy my comfy little shoes and sweatpants. Dress comfortable for your tattoo, guys. Here is the stencil placement for Miss Princess Leia before we get started on the tattoo itself. Ink, ink. Her stand was in the shape of a coffin. So cool, and look how gorgeous. She did such a good job at what I was wanting for a Princess Leia tattoo. I'm so happy with it. I didn't really record much during the process because she was tattooing my right hand, so I wasn't really on my phone much. I was just kind of chilling and trying to relax throughout the session.
Let's not put it in Jackson. So my artist was fantastic, just what I wanted, so cute. Pain wasn't bad at all, like far from my worst painful tattoo, but I got like super woozy, which has never happened to me before in all of my tattoos. Even like my elbow, which was like the most painful for me, I got like heated and a little woozy, so I took a break and like splashed some water on my face. She was super chill. I love tattoo artists like that are super nice and everything, but yeah, that's never happened to me before. I wonder if it's because I slept so horrible, because I did have my smoothie, so I have food in my system, but yeah, it was weird. I haven't had that before, but I pulled it together and was able to finish it without, passing out or anything crazy like that, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I picked up, they're like called sushi burritos. It's not actually a burrito, but it's just like essentially a ginormous sushi roll. Get some food in my system. I see a nap in my future. I'm already changed back into my PJs. 110% taking a nap now. Remind me to tell you more about my tattoo when I wake up.
Successful nap, to a degree. And now I sip coffee and chillax. So, I went to a new shop today. Super nice vibes. Everyone was super nice there. The artist I went to was fantastic. I would so go back to her. The artist next to us had a girl come in, and she was a brave soul because I'm a chicken and I could never. It was this younger girl, her first tattoo on her ribs, and all I hear about rib tattoos is how horrendous they are. She was a brave soul because I could never, and it was her first tattoo. But everyone was super nice during the shop. They're like, think of it this way, like all your future tattoos will be nothing compared to this one. But yeah, it looked really beautiful in the end. But oh my god, I could never. I'm also doing the second skin for the first time ever. I've never done that form of aftercare treatment for a tattoo, so we'll see how it goes. But which, if you don't know, A lot of times, all my other tattoos have been like wrapped in like kind of like saran wrap, and then you take it off, you wash it, and you know, like put like Andy and stuff on it, or unscented lotions, you know, that's kind of like, you care for it, that process every day. This process is like this kind of like sticky adhesive is all over it, and I leave that on for a few days before I take it off and like wash and then start like the ointment and whatnot. And I've just never done it before. My earlier tattoos, like second skin wasn't really a thing. My one before this one on my thigh, she asked if I wanted just like the wrap or if I wanted second skin, and I just did what I knew. But yeah, so I just went with that today. I have seen some gnarly videos online when like it gets gooey underneath the adhesive basically, so we'll see if mine does that or not and how it goes. But right now, like, it is not sore or painful at all. She's quite beautiful and not itchy or anything like that. So had a cozy little nap with all that jazz, and we'll see how the treatment goes.
Let us take a moment to look at this cat. Looks sweet, innocent, cuddled up on my bed. But this kitty cat keeps sneaking into different rooms in the shadows, like freaking Batman. And then the door gets shut, and he cries because we've shut him in a room. Especially my office. He sneaks into my office when the light's not on, when I just run in there to grab something, and then he'll be like shut in there, and I'll hear him crying. And I keep telling him to stop hiding in the shadows. But now he's gonna take a nap on my bed, so the end.
Tattoo update. I don't think it looks like crazy goopy or scary, but if you by chance don't want to see the update, look away. But see, some of the ink is just, and the fluid is just under the adhesive. So a couple more days with it on. Alright, I'm going to take off the second skin and see how painful it is. I've heard mixed things online, but my tattoo artist recommended doing it in the shower because the steam is supposed to help with taking it off. I had to grab regular soap because I only had like vanilla soapy things around the house, so I just needed like a Dove soap to clean off my tattoo. Hi lovelies, you're just going to sit there on my desk while I answer some tattoo questions to finish off this vlog here. Tattoo is healing nicely. This has probably been the least painful tattoo healing process. It hasn't been tender or anything. So yeah, going well for me. So, a couple tattoo questions that I received. Tattoo you've seen on someone that you'd like to get. So, I've definitely seen pieces that I thought were beautiful and I'd like to get like maybe something similar in style, but nothing like exactly that I would like fully copy onto myself. I think a good example would be, there's been like some really cool Halloween tattoos that I've seen, or like Beetlejuice tattoos that I've seen that I'm like, oh, that's super cool. I'd love something like with that vibe, but I don't think I've ever seen like a tattoo on someone that like I wanted the exact look, because I always want to make it a little bit different for myself. But for sure, probably, you know, inspiration on things or thinking that a piece is beautiful. The other question was, when can we see your new tattoo? Well, I showed it off on the gram, and here it is here. It is on the outside of my arm, and on the inside of my arm is my Carrie Fisher quote. So I wanted the Leia tattoo right next to the Carrie Fisher tattoo, right? Fitting little Star Wars-ness, right? So that is the new tattoo.
This was a custom design that the artist did. The main details that I gave her was that I wanted kind of like a silhouette Leia inspired look. And she is really cool with the swirls and shading. She does a lot of that in her work. So I kind of sent some of the examples that she had posted of some of her own work, and so she designed the whole thing for me and added the swirls and the stars, and is very like galaxy and Star Wars vibe, so it was perfectly designed for me. Do any of them have a story to them? Well, of course, the new one, Princess Leia, is one of my favorite characters all the way back from childhood, and I've been wanting a Star Wars tattoo for years and years, so it was time that I got one. The Carrie Fisher quote on the inside of my wrist here is "Stay afraid but do it anyway," which is a great quote that I love so very much. My half sleeve is waterfall and butterflies and nature, and is inspired by my favorite hiking trail here in the Pacific Northwest, so that's what that is. My other wrist is a heart with film, because I am a photographer, videographer, and have been since I was a teenager. So that was my first tattoo here. And then the one on my thigh is kind of like just the start to like spooky vibes. It is got a little ghost and little vampire teeth with like a gothic frame, so it's like for spooky-esque season. And the cup is kind of for coffee as well. So yeah, those are my the order I got them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you do to get yourself ready for a tattoo, and what do you do during the process? So I showed a little bit of that in the vlog. I didn't really show, I try to hydrate myself. I'm always dehydrated, and going into a tattoo you like need to have some hydration and some sugar in your system. So I was drinking a lot of water the night before. I got a smoothie in the morning to have something in my system. What else? I make sure that my skin is ready for it. You should get more sleep than I got. I think that I got a little woozy during this tattoo because I had slept so horrible the night before. I was like a zombie. So you should really get some more sleep. As for what I do in the process, I've always just kind of chilled and just kind of like, you know, chilled through the process of getting a tattoo. For this one, it was a little bit more difficult to be on my phone because you don't want to be wiggling, obviously, and my right hand was up on the stand, so I had my left hand to kind of reply to a couple messages here and there, but I couldn't really do much on my phone because I didn't want to be wiggling while holding my hand all awkward with my phone. When I got my thigh piece, I could be on my phone a little bit more, just like kind of scrolling around because she was working on my thigh, so I had both my hands, everything like that. My first tattoo, like, I didn't do anything except for just like sit there, and then my half sleeve was multiple sessions, and most of the time for that too, I just kind of like sat and chilled and didn't really do anything. I know some people like do music or watch movies or their phone, you know, and I think it depends on the placement and like how I'm feeling that day, I suppose. But so I do like chat a little bit to the tattoo artist if they want to or whatever. The tattoo artist that did my new one, she was very sweet, a total sweetheart. I'd love to go back to her, and you know, she asked some questions here and there and everything, and but yeah, it was just kind of like a chill environment, especially if it's a nice shop. Like the shop I went to had really good vibes and was like a relaxed environment, so you don't really feel uncomfortable just kind of sitting there and like doing the process. What style, traditional, realist, etc. of tattoo is your favorite? I like different artistic takes. I'm not a huge fan of traditional tattoos. Not to say that I hate all of them. Some that I've seen like are really cool, like traditional style. And then some of them is just like not my vibe, not my like creative look that I would go for. I like some realist stuff. I mean, while it's line work and everything, you know, it's pretty realistic portrait that she did so well for Leia and Carrie. So I do like that, but I obviously like with the art styles behind it. I have
pretty realistic butterflies on my half sleeve here, but with like the creative waterfall of how she did it with the trees and the leaves as well. So I think I just like when the art styles are kind of, you know, meshed into what the artist creates, I guess you could say. I don't know if I have like a favorite, and some of my tattoos, they're kind of different from each other. So I don't have all of the same style to say that I like just one type, but I'm not a huge fan of some of the traditional styles. But then, like I said, I've seen some like Halloween or Star Wars traditional tattoos that were really cool. So not to say I don't like all of them. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tattoo vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.